Live from clickorlando.com and WKMG, we're getting results in your neighborhood now at noon.
Now at noon, more fallout after the devastating plane and helicopter crash in Washington, D.C. The FAA closing all routes for helicopters near Reagan Airport. It comes as federal investigators are on the ground reviewing flight recorders, trying to figure out what happened. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Bridget Ellison.
And I'm Justin Warmoth. All 67 people in both the plane and the helicopter are presumed dead. CBS's Natalie Brand has the latest. And an outpouring of emotion as the figure skating community grieves the loss of some of their rising stars killed in that midair collision. Several coaches and skaters on board the flight from Wichita and Ashburn, Virginia. An ice skating rink has turned into a memorial to honor the lives lost.
It's a tough day.
You talk about how tight-knit the skating community is. What's been lost?
The level of skater that was competing in the National Development Camp is the best of the best. Terrible loss for the community.
Right now, our rink is eerily quiet. Coaches are not coming in, kids are not coming in. I think everybody's mourning privately.
And we've also learned more about some of the victims as well, including Jonathan Campos, a pilot from Ormond Beach, and an Embry-Riddle graduate.
Turning to weather now, here is a live look over Daytona Beach, where we are headed for a very hot afternoon.
Absolutely. Let's get over to Chief Meteorologist Candace Campos now. Are we looking good for a beach weekend, perhaps, Candace?
I think so. Listen, at the end of the day, how many of us are actually going to be going into the water? The water might be turned up just a bit as the breeze kicks up. But overall, the weather should be looking pretty good if you are planning on heading out to the beach, whether it's later on today or into the weekend. And the reason for that big warm up is we have all this warm air that's starting to really surge in from the south. Notice how quickly the state of Florida goes from yellows to those bright oranges, all ahead of that next cold front that will be knocking on our door later on tonight. Daytona Beach sky cam one more time for you. Temperature though 77 degrees, but notice those wind gusts already at Daytona Beach up to about 20 miles per hour, and it's all coming in out of the south, again pumping in that heat and humidity, which is why already at this hour we are well above average, already hitting the 80s in Titusville through Melbourne and Micco, mid to upper 70s pretty much elsewhere, which right now is running between about 2 and already 6 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday. Now our highs officially are still expected to reach those mid 80s throughout most of the day for areas west of I-95, but notice we're only going to be about 2 degrees shy of that record in Orlando set back in 1982 with a record of 86 degrees. The good news is the visibility is all good after a very foggy start. We'll have more details on the arrival of that front and what that means for your weekend coming up.
See you then. Thank you, Candace. Developing at noon, a man convicted in a deadly crash that killed a well-known TikTok influencer and 2 others back in court today. News 6's Mark Lehman is at the Volusia County Courthouse with more.
And just in at noon, we're hearing from the Catholic Diocese of Orlando after new police reports speculate a man who killed his own grandfather, a local priest, and his sister may have been a victim of childhood sexual abuse. News 6's James Barbero went through a 76-page report that came out a year after that series of shootings that left many people asking why. Now, according to the report that's been released, the shooter, 24-year-old Brandon Kappas, texted the priest, Father Bob Hoffner, that he was coming over saying, quote, "Ancient ones know what you have done," end quote. When police went through Father Bob's office, they found a folder with 46 pages of handwritten stories about child sexual abuse. The gunman's family told us they do believe the priest abused the man as a child. We reached out to the local Catholic diocese about the allegations. They told us, quote, "We continue to mourn with the Palm Bay community for the loss of these 4 lives and the officers who were wounded. We pray for all involved. We will not speculate about the motivation of tragic events that occurred 1 year ago."
Disney's controversial and really expensive Star Wars hotel opened in March of 2022, and then it closed the very next year. For years, fans have been speculating what will happen to that massive building, and now we know. A Disney spokesperson confirmed to News 6 that the Galactic Star Cruiser will be turned into an office building for Disney Imagineers. The hotel was built as an immersive space cruise experience where guests would be able to experience their own Star Wars adventure for the small price of about $6,000 for a 2-night stay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Not shocking to see that didn't go well. Well, it's a father's job to look out for their kids, even when things get tough.
Well, tough love here. A father turns his son in after recognizing him on a sheriff's office post. Plus, some big stars in the City Beautiful, the Pro Bowl here, and the players are showing up and showing out. A look at the festivities still to come next. You're watching News 6 at noon. Getting results. We'll be right back.
Introducing the new $25 million Gold Rush Multiplier Scratch-Off from the Florida Lottery. No matter what's happening where you live, trust Sky 6 to get you the bigger picture. Exclusively sponsored by attorney Dan Newland.
In the morning, we're bringing you the stories that matter most to you.
Exactly. You want to know what's happening in your neighborhood.
You wake up and you get what you need before your day begins.
That's what News 6 Mornings does every day. You got to watch before you go.
A teen is behind bars after deputies say he stole a car at Ocala Charter High School.
It's how he got caught that's really making headlines here. The Marion County Sheriff's Office posted pictures of the boy at a convenience store on Facebook here. Now, the teen's father saw that post, recognized his son, and turned him in. We're not naming the boy or showing his picture because he's 15 years old, but he is being charged with a nonviolent crime.
The best of the NFL in Central Florida today for this weekend's Pro Bowl, and they're already showing off. News 6 was there last night as the Pro Bowlers took over UCF for the Skills Showdown. It pits the AFC against the NFC in a passing competition, relay race, dodgeball, and more. The AFC ended up winning the dodgeball portion. The NFC, though, took home the overall Skills Challenge. Pro Bowl games will take place Sunday afternoon at Camping World Stadium.
Yeah, and that's going to be a good weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a great weekend to get out there and to see the stars in person. And yeah, you can watch some flag football. Sure, it's not tackle football. It's not the real thing, but you get to see the stars in action, and the weather should cooperate nicely, Candace.
Listen, it's better than watching second grade football. I'm going to be honest with you.
Pop Warner.
You know it. You know what? Listen, at the end of the day for your Sunday, the Pro Bowl game looks pretty good. We'll have kind of a mix of sun and clouds, no rain. But some might be wondering, is it going to rain or not? Just because we do have a little bit of cloud cover overhead, but overall temperatures are going to continue to stay above average. We're talking those mid-70s by about 3 p.m. So around that kickoff time, the weather should actually be pretty nice. And the nice weather continues. And if you like temperatures in the 80s, you're going to love the next couple of days. Now, if you want it nice and cold like January was, I don't have much for you, but we are watching, though, a cold front, and it's going to cool us down a little bit. So highs today are going to be in those mid-80s. The breeze has already been picking up. I showed you those gusts already coming in out of the south between about 15 to 20 miles per hour. The cold front is expected to come through late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Could be bringing in a brief little drizzle, little isolated shower or two. So rain chances for tomorrow sit about 20%. But then notice those temperatures. Although it's not a big drop in temperatures where you need the sweaters, it will be about a 10-degree difference between today and tomorrow because of that cold front. But notice how warm things are at this point in time. We're at 78 in the Villages, 77 for you guys there in DeLand through Orlando. Low 80s in Titusville at 81, 80 degrees there in Mico. So let's go from football to pickleball. Now let's check on that hour-by-hour forecast for today.
Sponsored by Strata Air Conditioning and Heating. AC emergency? You ought to call Strata.
I had the pickleball story yesterday, so I figured why not put that in the backdrop. It's going to be another nice day if you want to be outdoors. Get active out there. We're at 84 degrees, nice sunny conditions. And then into the overnight hours, notice even as late as about midnight, temperatures are still going to be in the 60s, and that's because we have a lot of cloud cover that will start kind of filtering in ahead of that cold front. So nice sunny day today. We got that breeze coming in at the south-southwest. By about 4 a.m., you notice there will be a couple little isolated showers coming through as many folks are sleeping. By about 6 a.m., meteorologist Michelle Morgan will be pinpointing a few scattered showers potentially. Again, only about a 20% chance. But then as that front continues to slide to the south, the skies will gradually clear. But notice it's all about location come Saturday afternoon, because by about 2 in the afternoon, everywhere north of Orlando should be nice and sunny. We might have some lingering cloud cover for you guys across southern zones, and it might stay kind of cloudy on the bottom half of the viewing area. So again, it's all going to be dependent on where you are, and then kind of surging a little more cloud cover into the forecast on Sunday, which is why Pro Bowl will have more clouds than sunshine. As we look at your forecast for tonight, that cloud cover keeping temperatures a little bit on the warmer side, but notice temperatures for tomorrow after that front clears will be in those mid 70s to upper 60s. As you get results here with your full 7-day forecast, you know, he's cute. We put him up on the 7-day. It's Groundhog's Day on Sunday morning, but at this point in time, shadow or no shadow, looks like spring is here across Central Florida.
Thank you, Candace. And for a lot of us, tax season is a headache, right? But possible scammers make it a whole lot worse.
One more thing to look out for, and I talked to a tax expert and a scam expert about what to look out for up next.
Hey, Classic, you hear about our sale?
I did not, Great Lakes.
You get $500 off with our online coupon.
No way. Can I have it?
Anyone can.
At Great Lakes Carpet and Tile and Classic Flooring Center.
500 off?
Yes.
Good morning.
What happened?
Gold Rush Multiplier scratch-offs are here with massive prizes and even more ways to have fun.
Don't worry, I'm fine.
The Florida Lottery. It's good fun.
Touches of black. They say a lot without having to say much. They stand for elegance, refinement, and prestige. Even a little can go a long way. And though they're darker than the darkest night, they make you see everything in a new light. Get 1.9% APR for up to 60 months on the purchase of select new 2025 Sportage and 2025 Sorrento models.
You are my sunshine.
When your family is growing, we're here for you with just the right care and support for you, for your baby, as your family welcomes your newest little ray of sunshine.
Now's the perfect time for your new adventure. So, catch the view. AutoNation Honda is here to help get you out there. Drive a brand new 2025 Honda CR-V for only $329 a month. Visit AutoNation Honda today.
Eldorado Furniture's newest showroom in Altamont Springs is now open. Save on endless styles with exclusive offers during our grand opening celebration. Don't miss out. Going on now at the new Eldorado Furniture in Altamont Springs.
For the professional, it's not enough to possess knowledge. We seek to refine it, to wield its power, to redefine its boundaries. Knowledge is put to the test in every GMC Sierra. Get 0% APR on 2024 Sierra 1500 models. That's over $5,600 in average finance savings.
See your local GMC dealer.
I was involved in a car accident. Called attorney Dan Newland, and he got me $950,000.
I was rear-ended by a very careless driver. Called attorney Dan Newland, and he got me $980,000. Thank you, Dan.
I was involved in a terrible car accident, and attorney Dan Newland got me $1.7 million. And that money is really going to help with my recovery.
Car accident? Call me at 407-888-8000.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling. But what's really made Ford F-Series #1 is you.
Get an F-150 with $10,892 in total savings or $3.9 plus $8,892 in total savings. Only at your local Ford dealer.
Hey, Classic, you hear about our sale?
I did not, Great Lakes.
You get $500 off any new flooring installation with our online coupon.
No way. Can I have it?
Anyone can at Great Lakes Carpet and Tile.
And Classic Flooring Center. 500 off?
Yes. Yes.
If you need to restock on essentials, you might want to do that today. 18,000 Costco workers are preparing for a potential strike at the company's warehouses in 5 states. Members of the Teamsters Union authorized the strike unless a new contract was reached with the retailer before the end of the day. So today, workers are asking for better wages and benefits. Costco officials have not released any statements.
Every morning on News 6 Plus on Breakfast with Bridget, we have interesting stories and interviews, plus weather and traffic to help you plan the day. This morning, we learned about ways to keep your sensitive information and tax filings safe this tax season. Lynette Owens from Trend Micro says there are scams targeting taxpayers coming through email, text, phone calls to watch out for.
The way I like to think about it is the scams that are designed to help you save money. Those are the messages that say, if you click here, if you use our service, we're going to help you lower what you owe. Those are one of the types to be really careful of. The other is that try to stay out of trouble. Messages that say, actually, you owe a little bit more than you probably think you did. So you better take this action or click on this link or call this number.
Owens warned another ripoff is scam charities preying on your generosity, asking you to make donations for disaster victims or others in need. The money's not going there. Learn more about security software and anti-scam tools. Watch the whole interview at clickorlando.com under features and Breakfast with Bridget. And we're dishing up something new every day, weekdays at 7:30 on News 6 Plus streaming app for your smart TV.
Well, if you've ever wanted to catch some beads on Bourbon Street, there is a similar experience, a little bit more of a PG version, happening in your own backyard.
That's right, and you can ride some rides too. We'll give you a look at the Mardi Gras celebrations happening at Universal next.
They might be nicknamed the Devil's Wind, but let's clear up some misconceptions. The Santa Ana winds that have been making headlines lately in California didn't physically spark the fires. Let me explain. Santa Ana winds originate in the desert near the Santa Ana canyons, hence the name, where the air is already very warm and dry. In the winter, weather features like an area of low pressure, for instance, will start kicking up the winds, pushing the winds towards the west coast near the cooler ocean. But as those winds travel fast down the mountain, throughout those mountain passes, the winds actually contract, accelerating, getting hotter and getting drier. Think of it like a hairdryer blowing on the side of that mountain, but with hurricane force winds. And it's this type of terrain that makes this weather phenomenon really focused only in California, never here in Florida. So while these winds don't technically spark the fires, they're the culprit for spreading them at dangerous speeds.
Never miss a bite with the Florida Foodie newsletter. Sign up today at clickorlando.com/newsletters.
The good times are rolling at Universal. We got a look behind the scenes at festivities set to start tomorrow. Mardi Gras officially kicking off at the park February 1st, complete with the big floats and the beads, great food, entertainment. Kicking it off, T-Pain in town tomorrow performing. And News 6's Angie Casada will give you that sneak peek coming up on News 6 at 4.
T-Pain?
Cool in the Gang is up in a couple weeks.
Cool in the Gang?
Yeah.
They got a nice little lineup going.
Yeah, every year they do.
Yeah.
All right. Take care. We break news on clickorlando.com.
Hope you have a great day. Take care.